Hello and welcome everybody to Talking Golf Tuesday, Thanksgiving edition. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Party on. The air is just thick like gravy with the holiday season right now, and we're going to talk about some ideas. If nothing else, you can check out the Amazon shop in the links in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases for some gift ideas. I'm going to show you some things, well, at least one thing that probably is not going to be, a couple of things that are probably not going to be on that list. But let us know what you put on your Christmas list, because this is the time of year where everybody asks you, oh, do you have an Amazon wish list? Where's your list? Can I see your list? Do you have a wish list? So you can share some ideas with them, and hopefully you get some ideas from this video when you share some ideas in the comments below. So be sure to read the comments. I found that my viewers are often much more intelligent and experienced than I am. So it benefits you to read the comments and leave a comment. That said, let's start off talking about golfers. Golfers can be very finicky. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I phrased that appropriately. I think they can be. Not all golfers are. Sometimes it's one thing, not another. Well, let me give you an example, okay? So let's say that you're at the store with, a friend or family member. And your family member, let's call it your brother, okay? So you're at the store with your brother, and brother's like, hey, sweet, I love these Mavericks. They're so awesome. Or like the new Paradigm. I love the new Callaway Paradigm. These things are so sweet. And then you're like, oh, sweet, I want to log that away. And for the holidays, I'm going to buy them a Paradigm driver. So you buy them a Maverick or a Paradigm driver, and then they get it and they look at it, they're like, sweet. Oh, it's the wrong loft. Oh, the shaft is wrong. This is the wrong shaft. I don't want this shaft. And then they look at the grip and they're like, no way, Josie, am I going to use this grip? This is totally the wrong grip. And then you end up with a disaster, okay? And that's what it's like. Some people, they're just like very finicky. It's like, maybe it's more you than the golf club, and you can adjust the loft and don't worry too much about it. And you're welcome, but golfers can be finicky with gifts. So maybe you don't want golf-related ideas, but if you do want to put some golf-related things on your list, let's start with those. It never hurts to get some replica vintage golf balls. This is not available on Amazon. This is, just go find McIntyre Golf Company. Just Google search it, just internet search it, and then you can buy these. You may find that you might not, if everybody rushes over there, you may not get them before Christmas. So you might want to hop on that straight away, see what they have in stock. It is absolutely amazing. I've had a great experience. I paid for this with my own money, ordered it with my own money. This is just an empty box because I wanted to open one here for you. So these are, you can see right here, the J.H. Taylor Soft Mesh number 1.68 mesh replica, all right? And they're wrapped like a delicious holiday sweet, right? It's just like, is there gonna be white chocolate in here? Is it gonna be delicious? And then you open it up to find a replica golf ball. The kids are so disappointed. They're like, oh, it's not candy, lame. Stamped with the J.H. Taylor McIntyre Golf stamp right there. Absolutely stunning. These are great. These make great gifts, all right? And so I recommend anybody, if they're still in stock, when you watch this video, go to McIntyre Golf. Go order some awesome golf balls. They are absolutely delicious, all right? So let's just leave that there, okay? You kind of see, you guys know what that is. I'll leave it there. Can we leave it down here? All right, let's try that for now. If I run out of space, no, I'm already out of space. The other thing that just never fail, I just put it on my wish list just because, just consumables that you don't want to buy. Like I like wooden tees. I like the 3 1/4 inch wooden tees. So just put something like this on your Amazon wish list if you want. I know people that have like buckets and buckets of tees because they did that one year for their wish list, and so they are just set for life. So if you're one of those people, don't put that on your wish list. All right, so we have vintage golf balls, well, replica vintage golf balls. We have awesome tees. What else could you possibly put on your wish list? Well, if you are interested in refinishing any woods, sometimes you need KINT. This is just string that I like to use to refinish my woods. Some people like the really shiny nylon, like the plasticky stuff. I like this more. This is a little bit more matte finish, and it's not quite, I don't know, it doesn't look as plasticky on those vintage clubs. So I like this. This is 0.5 millimeters. It works well for me. You could do a little bit thicker if you want. It's less spinning if it's a little bit thicker, but this works for me. So something like this you can put on your wish list as well. And now we should move on to non-golf related things. The first is something that I recently discovered. Let's move this out of the way. I recently discovered these. Okay, so this is Smart House ink. This is on my Amazon shop. Like I said, I'm an Amazon associate. I get paid if anybody makes a qualifying purchase. So you stick the end of your toothpaste in here, and then you twist this, and then it keeps your toothpaste in order. And the reason why I like this is because I am one of these people. Yes, one of these people. You remember when these toothpaste tubes used to be made out of metal, and you could roll them real neatly, okay? So I would always roll them up and it would be really neat. And then they started making them out of plastic, and you would roll them halfway and it would just come unrolled, and you'd roll them out and it would just come unrolled. And so eventually you just kind of turn to this, like, let's just kind of squeeze it out, grab anywhere and just squeeze, okay? And then you ended up with this plastic mess, okay? This, to me, I love this because it solves that problem. I can squeeze anywhere, and get a little bit of toothpaste out. After 3 days of that, oh look, there's a little bit of slack here. All I do is I twist this a little bit, and then it tightens it right back up. You see how this works? And so, yeah, you just put the end, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little opening right here. You put the end of your toothpaste in that, and then as you twist it, it just captures that. Here, maybe I can just show you. Are you guys busy? Are you guys busy watching YouTube here? You have other YouTube content to watch? Hurry up, vintage golfer, we have other YouTube content we want to watch. Okay, so like I said, it's just plastic, all right? It doesn't retain its shape. It has an elastic deformation, then it returns, all right? So you just slip this into here, and then you twist, and you can go either direction. So I'm going to spin it the opposite direction now, because why not? That's not going to confuse me tomorrow morning when I'm trying to brush my teeth. And then it just wraps it up. See? Nice and neat, nice and organized. There's one little kink there, but it doesn't matter. But I am going to be a little obsessive compulsive here, and I'm going to, it's funny when you meet people who are like really pedantic about, people say, oh, I'm so OCD about that. No, it's like OCD is a disorder. You're being obsessive compulsive, not to a state of being a disorder where it's affecting your family life and your functioning in society, just because you have one little obsessive compulsive behavior, not disorder. Sorry, people in my life. All right, so yeah, there you go. Now I'm all squared away. Squeeze from anywhere. And then when you have slack, just twist, tighten it up. Love these things. Love, love, love these things. Not for everybody, but you may want to consider this as a non-golf option. Not sponsored. I paid for this with my own money. Everything you see here, I paid for with my own money. But I like them. So other non-golf things, ideas, okay? One of my favorite things, not golf related, are personal hygiene things, like nose trimmers. Like, have you seen, maybe I'll put a picture up here. I don't have one here. Yeah, but I have a couple of them. And so I love these nose trimmers because I am a growing male and I have lots of nose hair. And what I like to do is I like to take this and stick this up my nose until I can't smell anything anymore, and then I know that I'm looking good. I exaggerate, I can still smell, but you get my point. You want to maintain those nose hairs for the sake of humanity. We live in a society. It reminds me of George on the public telephone. For any of you Seinfeld people out there. The other thing that I like, hygiene related, are these Seki nail clippers. These used to be like $8. Now they're like more than like 14 last time I checked. Were they $15? I don't remember. They're getting kind of expensive, but these are super nice. There's no file, so you can see here. There's no, under nail pick. There's no file here. It's just this big, thick aluminum handle with these really sharp stainless clippers. And I've clipped my nails recently with these. And some fingernail clippers, when I try to clip my nails, it just like creates this like white separation. It just smashes my fingernail and it creates this big white separation all across the tip, and it looks terrible. These Seki nail clippers I've had for more than 3 years, and they're still sharp. They still cut nicely. They're beautiful. I love these. These are on my Amazon shop. Like I said, as I've said before, I'm an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchase. So I recommend these as a personal hygiene product. And one of the later things I've purchased is some silk floss. I really like this. This is Wowie silk floss. Is it like Maui silk floss, but Wowie? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, they come in these little reusable stainless steel containers, and you just buy the little silk inserts. And then you floss with it. You don't have to worry about any forever chemicals. It's just silk. Not for everybody. Some people don't like silk. It's kind of a thicker floss. It's like, you know how like normal floss, like is it polypropylene? Like the plasticky like floss is kind of thick. This is like that, just not as plasticky because it's silk. So I really like this as well. That said, these are just some ideas, just to whet your appetite, to give you some ideas for some things that you might want to add to your list. And I look forward to reading yours. Now we should move on to fantasy golf. So congratulations to Ludwig Åberg for, I think that's how you say it, for winning the RSM Classic Golf Championship thing. I'm going to have the leaders up here, the weekly leaders, the weekly winners, and the season leaders. I think I was in the top few last time I checked. I think I was number 2. So pat myself on the back for almost being good. We have some amazing fantasy golf players. But yeah, Ludwig Åberg, I think that's how you say it. It's in English, it's spelled Åberg, but I think it's O because it has that circle above the A. Åberg. I think it's something like that in Swedish. So I'm trying to pronounce it right. Forgive me pardon my Swedish. I'm working on it. Let me know in the comments below if I said it wrong. And it's just absolutely amazing. Seth, shout out to Seth, one of my awesome patrons, was messaging me about how he won on the European Tour as well. I didn't know that. And now he has a PGA win too. So hopefully a name that we see in the future. So congratulations. Awesome. And good job, everybody in the Vintage Golf Fantasy Golf League. You can join us on the Vintage Fantasy Golf League. It's free. Guess what? You just have to sign up, create a free account, and then you're on board. You can make this list as well. Thank you so much to my patrons for your support, especially PokerChipForum.com and Seth for contributing. I mean, it's always just great to have good friends, people we trust, and people that can support this channel. So thank you to all my patrons. If you want to support this channel and get some ideas for your Amazon wish list, whatever holiday it may be, birthday, Christmas, New Year, Thanksgiving, you can always check the link in the description below. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy this content. I am The Vintage Golfer.